Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Flight Deck Podcast. I am always our Connor Ward, and joining me today is a very special guest, former Blue Jays slugger, caught with PEDs, Chris Colabello. Chris, how you doing?
Honestly, that was really funny.
Yeah, that's great.
I could see it when the guy said it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't like it because he looks like a bulldog.
Yeah. So for anybody that hasn't seen Brant's TikTok, you did a video like, how did it start? Because you did a video on Jose Bautista. No, you did the video about the Blue Jays lineup that you dressed up as Danny Jansen.
Yeah.
And someone was like, "Oh, you kind of look like Danny Jansen," and then and then you're
Perfect.
like, "No, I look like Jose Bautista." Which
well, I would much rather look like Danny Jansen because my entire life I've been told I look like Jose Bautista. And I got big ass ears and a beard.
Then someone said you look like Chris Colabello, and I can't unsee it now.
No, me either. I looked at the picture and I looked him up and went, especially when he was younger. I'm like, maybe. I don't like it, but maybe.
Yeah.
I'd rather be Bautista than Colabello, but so that was this week in TikTok.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Flight Deck Podcast. We already mentioned it. Slow week for the Blue Jays.
Fucking chugging.
We are smack dab in the middle of, not smack dab in the middle, but we are a good chunk of the way through spring training now. The WBC is kicking in, and no questions have been answered. Let's just start with that.
Yeah.
Because the battle for the second base position is still on its
strong.
Yep.
Still going.
Because Espy's hitting, Cavs crushing, and Witt's hurt. So
is he really?
Yeah, he's not like hurt, but he's dealing with some things. So we're 3 for 3 on whether or not, or on the guys in that battle. So no clue. It's kind of what I'm getting at there. So that's happening. The only questions I think that have been answered for sure is that Yusei Kikuchi is your opening day starter.
Yeah, man. Holy shit. Big Daddy, Beard Daddy Cooch.
Beard Daddy Cooch. I don't know what to say other than wow.
He has 7 no-hit innings?
Yep. Seven
shutout innings.
He has one shitty infield single that I remember.
Yeah, he's so in spring he has 7 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 3 walks, 9 Ks, a whip of .57, and he's thrown 100 and he's thrown 98 pitches.
He's carving.
Dude, that's 14 pitches an inning. That's nuts for Cooch.
I've notoriously been a guy that's been on Yusei Kikuchi's side. Like you can go back to the beginning of our podcast, and I've been riding the Big Daddy Cooch train for
one
a
of
long
our
time.
first. I think what was it? One of our first episodes was Big Daddy Cooch.
I think so. I think so. So that's like I've been supporting him for a long time, but like even I didn't expect him to do this.
No, which scares me because he's blowing all the good pitches now.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a concern. Like maybe he just can't hold this all year. But again, this could be adjustments that he made in the offseason on top of the pitch clock, helping him out a little bit. I did find it weird that they didn't have Jano catch him in the one game so that they could push Jano back a day to catch Manoah. That was kind of strange to me. I figured like you want to try and get him comfortable with one guy, but it didn't matter because he still cooked. And
seriously,
I love it. Good to see.
Beautiful.
That's kind of the biggest story in
like as far as the team actually goes.
Yeah,
like
there's really not much surrounding this team right now. Obviously,
you kind of mentioned something earlier, and I just need to bring it up again. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday the gloriousness happened, and if you too are a supporter of one man who people shit on a lot, you can go purchase your Cabin Over Everyone t-shirts and crew necks and hoodies available at theflightdeckmerch.com. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin, we didn't talk about this enough. You talked about the competition. This man hit a Spencer Strider fastball over the wall.
Yeah, Spencer Strider. That was no slug.
Who said he couldn't hit velocity?
Yeah. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
He's I would say he's carved himself out a better spot on this team than he had. But I really don't know what their plan was for him. Like, I think especially now with Vlad going down and his spring training kind of getting derailed a little bit. To start the season, you're probably going to see Vlad DH here and there. And Brandon Belt hasn't taken a single at bat in spring training yet, so I think he's probably not quite ready to play first.
I do believe the update today was Mitch White started pitching today.
Okay.
And then Alejandro Kirk I think Alejandro Kirk, Vladdy, and Brandon Belt were all doing live BP. So that's good.
BP is one thing. Playing first is a whole different animal.
Yeah.
And the fact that neither of them are going right now, it gets me a little worried. So I think that's where you probably DH Vlad and use Cav at first for the first couple weeks. Not like every game, but there's probably going to be days off for Vlad in there where he's playing DH. Not days off, but half days off, I call it.
But yeah, you kind of mentioned it there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Injuries. We kind of halfway broke it during our last podcast in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's.
But so now he's officially out of the WBC, which very much sucks. But I know what you're going to talk about. We can bring it up a second. He is eligible to go into the quarterfinals, I believe. So yeah, which is why they have the image of him in a hospital bed surrounding, like, I don't know who. Do you know who made that image?
No idea.
Like, all I know is it popped up on Vladdy's like Instagram story of him in a hospital bed, basically looking like he has
like holding the Dominican jersey up,
holding the Dominican flag or jersey, like he's on his deathbed.
Yeah.
Like,
let's see if I can find it.
It's knee inflammation, man. Like it's
Spencer tweeted too. He has minor inflammation in his knee, not stage 4 lung cancer.
Exactly.
It was Enma Cartoons that had the initial.
Oh, okay. So he's allowed to join. Per the WBC rules, he's allowed to join if someone gets injured. And so he was replaced by Jamer Candelario.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yikes. And that's the thing now with the Dominican Republic. I know they played a game, but I don't know who's playing first for them right now.
No.
Because they're Alex Cora said it's not Devers.
No.
Manny Machado's not doing it. Is it Nelson Cruz or Robinson Cano? I
think Cano hit a 3-run shot in his warm-up game.
That warm-up game was vibes.
Is Robinson Cano back? Stop. Are we ready to have that conversation?
Nelson Cruz also hit a Nelson Cruz. Yeah, but Nelson Cruz the GM of the team. Nelson Cruz is the
player GM. How crazy.
Player GM of the Dominican Republic. Like, it's great. But yeah, they should clean that shit.
Kind of sticking with both the Blue Jays and the WBC a little bit. Shout out to Damiano Palmigiani.
Oh, we're just jumping everywhere. Yeah, Damiano Palmigiani
with the 3-run shot.
Shout out to Swatto.
Lopez and Deshaun Brown.
I was gonna say shout out to Swatto too. He's getting a couple hits over there. Like,
yeah, but that's not as cool as the 3-run Blue Jay shot. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then Blue Jays. Like, I feel like we kind of we buried the lead here.
Oh yeah,
but fucking.
We mentioned the man's name, but
yeah, we mentioned the man's name, but it's about damn time. It was announced that was it August 12th, I believe. August 12th, 2023.
I have tickets.
Latest, I do not, unfortunately.
They're sold. They sold out fast. Yeah, holy.
August 12th, 2023. A new name will be entered into the level of excellence. I was about to say the Hall of Fame. Not a Hall of Famer, let's be honest.
No.
Level of excellence. I'm going to say it. The father of the bat flip.
Daddy bat flip.
Daddy bat flip.
Daddy bat flip.
Daddy bat flip. Jose Bautista is going into the level of excellence.
My celebrity lookalike.
Yeah, just had to be Jose. And in honor of that, also the Blue Jays have announced in honor of that, Sam Dyson will throw out the first pitch. Like, fucking former Blue Jay Sam Dyson.
They did create the coolest bobblehead I've ever seen for that day. I am not looking forward to having to line up for 3 hours.
Have they never? I feel like they've done that bat flip bobblehead before. Or am I like?
I think you're losing it. They might. Someone else might have, but I don't.
I was gonna say.
Oh, you mean just in general or the Jays?
Just in general, the Jays. I mean, actually, I meant the Jays.
Okay,
like, so yeah, it's been 8 years. We've never done one.
Yeah, apparently not. Not by the Jays at least.
Okay.
The Braves had one for Ronald Acuna's bat flip. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, we did
really cool.
or that thing.
I don't know. It's just like it's a sick looking ball, but you can look it up. It looks fucking cool. But yeah, the Bautista one's sweet. I've never been a big Bautista guy. I've made that very clear.
Yeah.
I do want to ask a question, and you can flame me for it if you want to.
Okay.
Does Jose Bautista make it to the level of excellence if Josh Donaldson is never acquired by this team?
Are you saying because of the playoff success?
Because of the playoffs. I don't think he's on the level of excellence if he doesn't.
Carlos Delgado got on the level of excellence.
Yeah, but that was a time when we were just dog shit.
Yeah, but if we never made the playoffs, we would still been. It would been another more times where we're still dog shit. and this is implying that like Jose Bautista's numbers would be different or the same. Like, are we just saying that like take out the playoffs and Jose Bautista's numbers as it sits, or like would that change everything kind of thing?
I just think the fact that he made the playoffs just kind of changed what Bautista's meant to the city.
I mean,
because without that bat flip and without the playoff success, I like Bautista never did anything big before the playoffs, other than like, yes, he hit 54 home runs.
I mean, okay,
absolutely
let's see.
Meaningless.
Let's look at his numbers as a Blue Jay. He played 10 seasons, 288 home runs, 766 RBIs.
Okay.
The batting line was 253, 372, 506. And that includes like two absolutely god awful years where they had him batting leadoff. Thanks, John Gibbons. A 38.3 WAR. 6 All-Stars, 3 Silver Sluggers, and in the playoffs, 243, 364, 541 with 6 home runs. Okay. Like, and good and really good defense. Like,
how many seasons did you say he played?
10. I think his last season was 2018. I think it was 2018 or 2017.
Carlos Delgado played 13.
Okay. Bite me, Brent.
I mean, like I understand Jose Bautista had a massive run of 4 years, 5 years. How long was his like peak run there in Toronto?
I think it was at least from when he get to 50, 2010.
Yeah,
I would honestly say it was
2016.
I'd say 2010 to 2016. He was one of the best right fielders in all of baseball.
So 6-year run. I mean, Delgado hit 30, 38, 44, 41, 39, 33, 42, 32 in that run for the Jays. I don't know, man.
Let me just pull this up real quick. So from 2010 to 2016, Jose Bautista hit 54, 43, 27, 28, 35, 40, 22. Keep in mind, his peak, he started at 29 and ran to 35.
He did, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I respect that he's going in there. I think it's cool. And given everything that happened, I think he has to be on there. I just think that he should send a thank you card to Josh Donaldson. Or Edwin. But I mean, Edwin was already here. He just got support from the MVP of 2015.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I'm not knocking Jose Bautista's career. He put up huge numbers in the limited time that he was gross. Excellence is different to me. It's just like to be on the level of excellence, I think you'd have to be like I'm in the upper echelon of like Blue Jays history. And I think without the playoffs, you're kind of looking at Bautista as like the guy that was really good, just never did anything.
I mean, no disrespect to the team that we love and support. There's not much history.
No, there's not. You're right. Who else is on that list? It's like
let me look.
Carter.
They had
Tony Fernandez, George Bell.
They had who before they took it down. I'm pretty sure.
Tom Cheek.
Yeah, Paul Beeston, George Bell, Joe Carter, Tom Cheek, Delgado, Tony Fernandez, Cito Gaston, Pat Gillick, Roy Halladay, and Dave Stieb.
So, like that's a Cy Young winner in Dave Stieb, right? Did Stieb ever win a Cy Young?
I feel like he did.
Maybe I'm wrong.
He had to.
Threw a no-hitter. I know that. Anyway, Stieb's up there. Roy Halladay, Hall of Famer. Gillick, Beeston, Cito, all among the staff of that 92, 93 World Series. That all makes sense. George Bell, first MVP in Blue Jays history, and he brought that team to the playoffs in 84, 5. Those make sense. Joe Carter has the biggest home run in Major League history. All excellence. Jose Bautista, without the bat flip, he's not on that level.
Did you actually know that? Who could you name the top 3? Actually, forget. Do you know Jose Bautista is the highest position player WAR in Blue Jays history?
It makes sense.
Like
I don't know. I just think like when you compare him to the rest of that group, I'm like, I don't know. It's just it's the playoffs that push him to that, I think. And did you not mention Delgado on there?
I did mention
okay,
Delgado.
I didn't hear. Okay.
Jose Bautista is second in home runs in Blue Jays history.
Behind Delgado?
Behind Delgado. Like,
it's not first.
All right. Well, neither is Joe Carter. Joe Carter's 5th. Like,
Joe Carter has the biggest home run in baseball history. That's excellent.
Jose Bautista.
The Jose Bautista bat flip is excellence. That's probably why he's on it.
He's daddy bat flip. I remember for Christmas that I think it was 2015 that year. I got a picture like signed like one of them like autographed signed ones of the bat flip picture.
That's kind of cool. I have a picture. You can kind of see it on the camera. It's like right there.
I'm fucking pointing at mine like you would know what I'm pointing at. Like, yeah,
that's that one right there is the bat flip. It's like an 8x10. It's not. I paid like $5 for it. It's worth it. Yeah, I don't know. It's he obviously earned it. I'm not discrediting Jose Bautista, but I do think the playoff appearances pushed him onto the level of excellence.
I mean,
because I don't know. I just think the level of excellence is different. Like if you look at other than, the Delgado thing kind of changes my argument a wee bit, because Delgado is another one that just never really went anywhere with his team.
Delgado, what sucked for Delgado is he like came in the year after they won the World Series.
Yeah.
And they just never got back to the playoffs.
He's the only one on the list, save for George Bell. Oh, no, Roy Halladay. Never mind. He's one, like, there's not many guys in this team where you could be like, oh, we drafted him and turned him into a star.
Mm-hmm. And Halladay,
Steve drafted by the J. I don't know drafts very well, especially of older players.
Yeah, so there was Halladay. Yeah, it says Steve played his entire career with the Blue Jays up until 1993. So.
Okay, so that makes sense.
And then took 5 seasons off and came back as a 40-year-old for the Blue Jays and pitched 3 games. Okay, so also Steve didn't win a Cy Young.
Didn't win a Cy Young, eh? But that's one of those things where you played your whole career here.
Yeah, he had an ERA title and 7 All-Stars. So
yeah. But Delgado is among those guys where it's just like you drafted here, worked your way up here, became a star here, and then left. The management kind of said, yeah, we don't need good players. We like being bad right now.
Mm-hmm.
Bautista wasn't one of those.
No,
he was like a old man reclamation project that for once finally worked out.
Mm-hmm.
And we had 2 of them.
We had crazy. 2 at the same time.
Like how often does a team have 2 old man reclamation projects that end up working?
Right.
How often do you have one?
Working as well as they did at the same time.
Edwin was like number 1 or 2 in home runs for like a 5-year stretch.
Mm-hmm.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. But they're just, to me, it's just a different vibe for Bautista. Just for me. I know everyone else loves it. And I'm like, you know what? If everyone's happy with it, my opinion doesn't mean shit. I don't care. Mm-hmm. I mean, good, cool. The fans love it. Team loves it. It's going to be cool to see him be there and like just see him again. I'm excited to see who comes back for it. Like you got to have Edwin there, right? Like
Edwin's got to be there. I think you got to bring back Russ. Wait, who are they playing that weekend?
The Cubs.
Oh.
Stroh's there. I didn't really think of that. Stroh being back is kind of neat. It's always a good time. No matter what you think of Stroman, it's always a good time.
I've started to sour a lot more on Stroman.
He's getting worse.
It's because he's joining the Kyrie Irving club.
Mm-hmm. The tweet he made
Yo, what is? I'm just gonna. Sorry for the. What is like? What are you drinking that you're getting like
orange juice? It's got like pulp in it. Keeps getting stuck in the stash.
The pulp is not Brant's friend.
No,
Okay,
it's not.
All right. Okay.
What was I saying?
True.
Yeah, no, the Kyrie stuff was just like. I'm trying to think. You bring back like Marco Estrada, would be a fun one.
Cool.
David Price. You can't bring back
Ben Revere.
Troy Tulowitzki.
We got
who was in like that early run? Alex Rios, Vernon Wells,
Vernon Wells, John McDonald, Rod the Bod,
Lyle Overbay,
Adam Lind,
Aaron Hill. Like these guys all played with him. You kind of forget that all these guys. Yeah, there's a bunch of shitters that played with him before we reached the playoffs.
Did
Greg Zahn?
Did he play with Frank Thomas for that one season?
Maybe.
Did they
not good?
Because I think Frank Thomas was what 2007.
So then probably not.
Let's see. Did he catch a little bit of 07? No, god damn it.
So, right?
He came in halfway through 2008. So
Frank Thomas was 08.
No, Frank Thomas was 08. Oh my, Jose Bautista.
Oh, just kidding. No. Well, it was 07 and 08.
Okay. Well, it depends.
It was 07 because he only played 16 games for the Jays in 08, so there's no way.
Damn it.
Yeah. The Manalist. Greg Zahn. I think I already said it. But
JP Arancibia. You can bring back John Farrell.
You think? They do something like that? Gibby's got to come back, right?
Gibby's a given.
Gibby somehow is still beloved by this fan base.
I think Gibby and Cito are I think Gibby is a given. Cito is kind of a maybe.
Yeah. Farrell's a maybe.
Farrell's a big maybe. Farrell's the biggest maybe.
Charlie? Yeah, he's a job now.
Charlie's the bench.
Charlie never coached. Never mind. He wasn't the coach anyways.
No, I think Charlie's first year was what, 19?
I think so.
18? Yeah.
So that doesn't matter. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting ceremony. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know.
Let's see. The last thing we have on the Blue Jays is we have a Hyunjin Ryu update.
Do we?
We do. This is from it's coming from Jason Lee and Korean Blue Jays reporter, which happens to be really good. So Ryu is currently playing catch and long toss every other day and doing daily indoor training.
Okay.
Has shaved off 15 pounds in the last 2 months.
Wow.
Planning on starting bullpen pitching in April.
Holy shit.
And he's targeting a second half return.
Okay.
Now, Hyunjin, I love you, but if you have to pitch meaningful games for this team this year.
Hey, if he's close to prime Ryu.
If he's 80% of 2020 Ryu.
Right.
And not
anything past it, yes.
I think even first half
of 2021.
So like first half of 2021, Ryu was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Yusei Kikuchi.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that Ryu can be better than Yusei Kikuchi.
Mm-hmm.
And based on the day, there's a chance he could be better than Jose Barrios, depending on which one shows up.
I think peak Ryu is for sure better than peak Kikuchi.
Yes.
But I don't think Ryu is better.
The peaks of both. No.
No.
Like peak Barrios is obviously better than
peak
Barrios, Ryu, but I don't know which Barrios you're getting.
Peak Barrios is like that back half of when he came here in 2021 after shitty Washington start. Oh my god.
Yeah. He should be untouchable. Like, I don't understand how he gets hit. Because if you watch him, I'm like, this stuff is disgusting. It just does everything it's just not supposed to do.
Okay. I have a small quibble with somebody that mentioned something about pitching. Someone big and well known enough to have a podcast that's very well listened to said that Kevin Gausman should be the opening day starter because they paid him money.
Oh, I don't actually know who this is.
Fucking Blair and Barker.
Okay, I thought that was it, but someone else was talking about them too. Oh, you know what? No, it was them. And then he basically said that like Manoah could have the opening day start from here on out. And I'm like, well, why not this one?
Right. Why not? The guy.
I think it's still a spot that needs to be earned. I'm not
think
instantly
Alec,
giving it to Manoah.
I think Alec earned it though.
I think Gauze also earned it.
I mean,
He went 6 and gave up 1 run.
I think Barrios earned it.
I don't think Barrios earned it last year. Yeah,
Barrios earned it.
he lost it this year. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad point. I think you paid Gausman money, and arguably he is
by that logic. By that logic, you paid Barrios more money. Yeah. By that logic.
Yeah, but he also wasn't good. The difference was that Kevin Gausman was what, top 5 in WAR?
Yeah,
top 10 by the end of the year. Like, Kevin Gausman is also an ace of the staff. You just happen to have 2 of them. Will it ultimately be Manoah? Probably. Do I think it's still a conversation on, March 10th? Yeah, absolutely. I think if Gausman has a good enough spring and he looks like the guy going forward, and Manoah's kind of still working things out a bit, then it's probably Gausman's day. And Manoah can have day 2. It's not that huge of a deal.
Also, Kevin Gausman getting that pick off at second yesterday.
Huge. Sweet move.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can just be like, oh, it's Manoah's mound, give it to him.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can just say, oh, it's Gausman's mound, give it to him, because I don't know. Also, you've seen them both under immense pressure. Yeah. Manoah gave up 4, 5, whatever it was. 3? It was 4. And Gausman carved it.
Until
the bullpen had to come in and blow it.
Until Tim Mesa. Yeah.
We don't talk about it. So, yeah, no, I think that's absolutely a discussion. There's another discussion that is definitely not as important. That's why I left it to here. Who are you giving the final roster spot to?
Oh, man, because that's holy. There's more dudes that are really opening up for that roster spot.
Personally, I think it's between Barger. Obviously, Barger's made a case.
I believe Otto.
Otto should be in there. And I think Nathan Lucas is doing a decent job of giving himself a case.
I think of the 3, I think Lucas has the least likely chance of getting the spot.
See, it's funny because he has the least likely chance of getting the spot, but I think he has the best makeup for what you need.
Yeah.
Because he's an outfielder, and your 4th outfielder is Kevin Biggio right now, which he wants to do. Apparently, I don't know if you heard this.
He's apparently splitting. He's going to be splitting.
Well, he had a conversation with John Schneider in the offseason.
He's like, I want to get better at this.
And he said he wasn't happy about how much he was played last year. He said he's more than willing to be an outfielder if it means he'll get more innings. And he's basically just said, play me wherever you want. I just want to play. Yeah. So there's a strong chance that he's your 4th outfielder this year. Behind that, you don't have a 5th outfielder. Never mind.
A sneaky person who is slightly playing their way on, especially for what you said with the Winton Bernard.
Yeah. Speed.
For what you need, Winton Bernard is. Also, his exit velocities have been fucking nuts.
You can option him, right?
Yeah,
is he on the 40?
He's not on the 40, but I don't
Lucas is on the 40.
But also, they haven't made the moves to put Ryu and Chad Green on the 60.
No, not yet.
I don't think they haven't yet.
Okay. So then they could get moved on.
There's 2 spots right there.
That's the other thing with Lucas is that he's already on the 40 man. So it's a simple, come on up.
I think the most likely is Otto.
Barger's on the 40 man, right?
Barger's on the 40 man.
Otto's obviously on the 40 man.
Otto's obviously on the 40 man.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be a discussion that nobody has, but can be had for the next 3 weeks until opening day.
Yeah.
And right now it's anybody's spot.
Yeah.
Barger has impressed. Obviously he hits the ball really hard. There's still holes in his game here and there that you might still need to iron out a bit. But there's holes in all of their games.
Barger has the most uphill battle because the positions he plays are fucking blocked by everybody. They're blocked by 5.
There's 3 second basemen.
5 people.
There's 3 second basemen, one of the top 10 shortstops in baseball, and the second best defensive third baseman I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's
And you have multiple guys that can play multiple positions on that infield anyways.
Yeah,
like
they can all move around.
Like
all the current second basemen can play like two other positions.
Santi can play second, short, and third. Can play second, and if you really need to, third.
You can also play left, right. If you want to,
first.
center, you can play first. So like if you're just going to be a bench bat, you're going to take Cavan because there's more that he can do for you. You're going to take Santi because there's more that he can do for you at an MLB level. And then Witt's got a spot locked. It doesn't. So you're behind three other guys that do what you do. It's tough.
Yeah.
Otto, on the other hand, primary shortstop, can play the outfield.
Can play
second. Could probably play third in a pinch.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been on the team, and
he's been peppering the ball this entire spring training. Like
he did in September of last year too. He had like
when he came up,
700 or 800 on base or something stupid.
Yeah, because that one series in Baltimore, he had like
just never got out.
He went like 6 for 7.
So like he's there, and now he's doing it on a global stage where Barger's getting games where you can't even see it on TV.
Yeah, is today's game on TV?
Not sure.
I'm
gonna look that up.
Yeah, because
what was it? Yeah, I don't know. It's for me. I like Addison Barger. I've come around to Addison Barger, obviously, but he's also young enough that you can say, "Hey, go iron this out a little bit more in the minors, and then figure it out enough to come up and make us bring you up." Because you don't really care if Nathan Lucas reaches his potential.
No,
but
yeah. I also think like we as Blue Jays fans have been very spoiled because we have had the oldest call up that we've had in a good recent while was Cav, and he was like 24.
Yeah,
like
he was a year older than Bo.
It was like he was like 23 or 24. He was like 20. Cav was like 23 when he got called up. I'm pretty sure because Vlad was 20, 19, 20. I know Vlad's 24 in this month.
Yeah, I think Vlad was 19, right?
I think Vlad was 19 or 20. Yeah, he was 19 or 20. Yeah. And so like we've been used to seeing guys like, oh, he's 19, he's 20. He's like the oldest call-ups we've had have been like Alec Manoa, Alec who's 23, and Cav who was also like 22, 23. Yeah. Like, but other than that, it's been 19, 20, 21, like, but that's never really the case with most people unless you're just that damn good. Like,
yeah, it's an anomaly, the fact that they all did what they did. Like,
yeah,
we shouldn't have gotten used to 22, 23-year-olds coming up and like, doing things.
The guy that broke the home run record got called up when he was 25. Like,
yeah. Like, so I mean, maybe temper the expectations.
Yeah.
I don't think Addison Barger is a complete product yet, but I don't think he's far off from doing it.
No, at worst he's I think I'm gonna say I think he's the starting third baseman next year. If worst comes to worst, if worst
you
comes
don't
to
get Chappie re-signed,
yeah, he's the starting third baseman.
Whereas Nathan Lucas, he's a good piece on a good team. Yeah. I don't think he's ever going to be what Addison Barger is going to be. I would like to see him on the team.
I think our depth also just in general is way better.
Oh yeah,
like
not even pitching wise too, dude.
Pitching wise, it's ridiculous.
Stupid.
Bullpen wise, I'm not gonna say starting, but bullpen wise, like
the conversation right now is whether or not Nate Pearson finds his way onto the
because
roster.
He cannot hit the side of a barn door right now with his command.
Yeah, it is what it is. But there's like 7 or 8 guys that are right there with him,
vying for a spot,
like right there, and it's
like Hagen Danner, Fernandez's,
Zulueta.
Zach Pop, who might not make the
Zach Pop's an afterthought right now. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
I'm trying to think. There's just it's a deep group.
It's a much better group. Like Adrian Hernandez, Drew Hutchison, Paul Fry. Like,
yeah, it's
deep.
It's deep.
Yeah,
I feel like we're missing a big name. But... Yeah, it's
we're not gonna say Ricky. Ricky's not bullpen.
Ricky Tiedemann.
Stop it. You
Ricky Tiedemann.
Ricky is never touching the bullpen unless
Ricky Tiedemann.
Stop it.
Imagine 101 miles an hour out of your bullpen from the left side.
Yeah.
We don't have that. Will it help his development? Probably not. Will it help us win a championship? Probably. What's more important? Yeah. As a selfish fan, I'm saying the championship's more important. I don't care if Ricky develops into a starter or not. If he wins his 2 World Series back to back, because he's throwing 101 out of the left side.
Mm-hmm.
Riddle me that.
All right. Are we done in Blue Jays?
I think we're done with the Blue Jays. If I think of something, we'll come back.
All right. Now moving on. Oh, Canada. Our jerseys are really bad.
Oh my God, dude. I'm still shaken.
Okay.
By just the pure awfulness that is the Team Canada WBC jersey.
You know what I think would go a long way to making me like them a lot more? If I didn't need a magnifying glass to read Canada.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's so tiny.
So bad.
And you know what? You know what pisses me? There's multiple things. Yeah, Zach Thompson is pitching. Jeez. You know what? Like a small nitpick that I have too. Like I was watching the game. Like my mom and my grandpa were watching the game, and I'm like, when Matt Brash is pitching, I'm like, is Matt Brash wearing? Does he have high socks? And then they're like, no, that's his pants. And I'm like, the stripe didn't go all the way down.
I know.
It stops at the knee.
I know. It's weird. That's ugly. The little half stripe up here is ugly.
Like
the letters are small.
I think
wrong red.
I kind of liked the away jersey because it gave off big red machine Cincinnati Reds vibes.
Okay.
But sure. Again, the Canada writing is so bad.
So small.
Yeah.
The Reds are the wrong color, man.
And then it doesn't help that they got smacked by the Cubs and the Mariners.
Almost every WBC team lost to the MLB team they were playing or tied.
Yeah, I think the US lost to the Giants.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure was it the Dominican or the Puerto Ricans that were battling with the A's? There was one team that played the A's. I think it was
Puerto Rico because I think the DR played the Padres.
I don't really
Venezuela. It was funny. Venezuela played the Astros. Jose Altuve.
Yeah, that was cool. There was an Astros pitcher that had to pitch for the Venezuelan team in the Astros jersey because they just didn't want to use their pitchers.
Fair, because they probably have a lot ready.
It was funny. I hate it. I hate it so much. We have such a cool concept of jersey possibilities. Our hat is so good. So good.
Beautiful.
So good. And just 0 for 11 on the past 11 jerseys.
Yeah,
so bad.
Could you at least attempt to swing for the fences like Cuba has? Have you seen Cuba's jerseys?
No.
They have 3 different ones. They have all a white. It's white, but the arms are red and blue kind of mixed together.
Okay.
And then with white pants. The other 2 are it starts as a blue. It starts as blue, goes up to red, and red on those and red pants.
Oh, red pants.
And when do you think it gets crazier? They do the reverse of that. Red up to blue pants.
Oh my God.
It's so nice. Just go if you're gonna do something wild. Go Cuba. Go super basic. Go China where they have a dragon and they're cool.
That's cool. Go basic. Go white with red sleeves and red with white sleeves. So easy. That's way better than what the hell we got now. It's you literally took the Blue Jays red jerseys that a lot of people seem to not like.
Made it worse.
Made it so much worse. So much worse. And you took the writing and you made it.
You shrunk it.
Miniature. Honey, I shrunk the writing. I don't understand. It's not hard. It's not very hard. Millions of kids buy their copy of MLB The Show every single year and put together a Diamond Dynasty team and build a better jersey than what we've seen from Team Canada over the years. Yeah, it's not hard. An 8-year-old with a PlayStation can do it.
Speaking of MLB The Show, they're putting WBC stuff in the game.
Oh, that's kind of cool. We're not getting there yet. We'll get to it.
Okay.
I'm still not done because there's
still multiple WBC things that I want to bring up.
Yes, I understand. We'll get there.
Yeah, go ahead. Go off on Team Canada.
We'll get there. It's just we have every like the hockey jerseys we've always produced. When's the last time we've had a bad hockey jersey?
Was it the? I'm not gonna say it was bad, but I didn't like the
Olympics.
Not this Olympics, but the last one.
I don't remember what those were.
They weren't great. Like, but I do like the. But one thing that Canada like also we also just wear a lot of black on our jerseys.
We do a lot of because we're stylish.
Yeah, it works. But I don't
good looking lads. The Canada soccer jerseys, although they didn't do new ones,
they're very fucking bland.
They're nice.
They're clean.
The
kits.
The best way I'm gonna say it. I
don't want
to offend. I don't want to offend soccer fans. The kits that
they are clean.
Team Canada wears are clean, basic, and nice.
They're clean.
They look way better than that ugly ass shit that Canada baseball produces.
Yeah.
And I think if you're at home and you're listening to this podcast, or if you're not at home and listening to this podcast right now, I want you to do me a favor and go to Canada Baseball's website. It's ugly as shit.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it was done by a high school student in their computer tech class. They put together this website and it's awful. And it explains everything as to why the look of our team is absolute garbage.
They use Google Sites.
Canada baseball is an embarrassment, and I hate it so much. As someone who grew up playing baseball in Canada, I hate it. I hate it so much. We can be so much better.
You're making me not want to see Freddie Freeman play for Canada because it's weird.
I don't. Stop letting him come here because you're embarrassing Freddie Freeman.
Freddie, we know it's for your mother and RIP to your mother. Please just go play for the US.
This is why Vlad wanted to play for the Dominican.
This is why Jordan Romano's not. He was going to play for
Italy.
Italy.
Jordan Romano wanted to play for Italy.
This is why Josh Naylor's not here.
This is why Josh Naylor's not here. This is why Zach Pop's not here.
This is why Nick Pivetta pulled a hammy.
Why Nick Pivetta hurt himself.
Like,
it's so bad. Be better. It's not hard. It's not hard. Hire someone that knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I hate it. I hate being Canadian for baseball. It's the worst.
Yeah,
it's the worst. The WBC's cool. I want to talk about Italy's schedule.
Oh, there's so many things we need to talk about.
Buddy, I want to start with Italy's schedule because it still ties in with Jordan Romano.
The scheduling, because they're in Taiwan.
Dude, yes.
The Taiwanese schedule is a nightmare.
So fucked.
It's a nightmare.
It's so fucked. So let's say I'm a young Jordan Romano pitching for Italy. They got there on like the 6th, right? It wasn't very long ago that he pitched like 3 days ago for the Blue Jays. I guess he wasn't leaving. It didn't matter. Let's say they got there on the 6th. 3 days later, if you're adjusted to Taiwanese time at this point, you have to wake up for a 6 a.m. game. You have to adjust for 12 hours ahead or 11 hours ahead.
It's close enough, like 11 hours ahead.
The jet lag is going to murder you for a couple days. So once you're adapted to the jet lag, you're waking up for a 6 a.m. or Eastern time baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're good. You get the rest of the day off. The next day, you're waking up for another 6 a.m. Eastern time game. If you're still adapted, if you're still on the Eastern schedule, if not, if you somehow managed to get on the Taiwan schedule, that's a 7 p.m. game, probably, I would think. I'm not entirely sure. I probably should have looked
around. I think you're like a.
Let's go somewhere between 6 and 7 p.m. if you're adjusted to the Taiwanese schedule. Then you're going to sleep. Then you're waking up for an 11 a.m. game the next morning, which is an 11 p.m. game for us. So you're either still adapted to the Eastern time zone because you're going to have to in a week.
Yeah. So you're right. Taiwan is 12 hours ahead.
12 hours? Okay. So it's a 6 p.m. game. And then it's an 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. game if you're adapted to the Taiwanese schedule. So you sleep, somehow you find a way to sleep overnight there, and then you wake up and play again. If not, if you're like, hey, I need to stay on my schedule because it's important to me that I can play real baseball when I go home, that means you're staying up overnight after playing a night game there. You're staying up overnight and playing 2 games in one day. And then once you do that, you fly your ass back to the States to go play the semis or the quarters or whatever it is. That's insane. I understand fully why Jordan Romano looked at that and said, no, thanks.
And that's a nightmare. As a person who's been trying to watch Cuba's games,
I have not been trying.
They've had 2 games at 11 and 1 game at 6. I watched the 2 at 11 because I'm not waking up at 6 a.m.
China and Japan. Sweet game.
Could we wait till we wait?
I'm not going to talk about the game, but they played
Japan.
They played at 5 a.m.
Yeah, because they're across the other side of the world,
which
man.
is super cool. I get like if you're
but
in
here's
Japan,
the good thing.
super cool.
Here's the good thing. We're now getting to the part of the pools where it's in Miami and Arizona, because
we can watch these games now.
Yeah, because now the pool with the Dominican, Puerto Rico, and Venezuela, and the pool with Canada, U.S., and Mexico are now going to be playing. So
my main point here is yes, these teams are from countries that they can handle this, like China, Japan, the Koreans.
Taipei,
yeah. I don't know about Italy.
Italy is not that far off. It's the same as like Britain.
Okay.
It's like 5 hours ahead of us.
Right. My point, these guys still play for the teams in North America.
Mm-hmm.
So that's murdering all of their schedules, and any team that plays over there, it's going to get fucked. Because you're going to have guys that are just like, that's a nightmare. I'm not doing that. And you saw it. It sucks. And I know I do. Obviously, I want the world to be included. I think we should do this tournament more often.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be like an every other year thing.
It's been 6 years.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then, we've had 3 in 10 years.
It sucks.
Because
I think we should do
2017 and 2023.
Yeah. I think we should do every other year. And I think it should be in one country. Not some here, some there. Do it all in China so that everyone can see it, or Japan, and then bring it over here and do it all in the States, or do it all in Canada, or just do it all in North America in general.
Do we have enough stadiums to do it?
No, we don't. We have like Toronto and Montreal. We can't do it. But do like New York and Toronto, Montreal. Do something like that. Having the whole like one group try and adapt to time zones that quick is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, especially for the major leaguers that have to come back and try and figure it out anyways. Sucks.
Okay, so now, before we talk about the games, I need to talk about one player in particular.
Okay.
A man whose middle name is Tetsuji. A man who is nicknamed AKA Tachan. Center fielder for Team Samurai Japan, Lars goddamn Nootbaar. He's you know what?
What did they say?
until March 21st, this is the house of Lars Nootbaar. This is the pepper grinder. Bro.
He's got
Lars
kids.
Nootbaar,
he's got kids in Japan.
The pepper grinder.
He's sitting there.
And he can't really speak Japanese either.
Dude, the video of, I don't know who was doing the speech, but the guy does this big rousing speech and the whole Japan team's like, and then Lars Nootbaar goes, like, what did he say?
And the translator's
like, I couldn't hear shit.
But did you see the video of Lars Nootbaar pumping up Japan?
No.
He pumped up Japan before their last game, and he like knew some words kind of, and he just went and he did it like and all they were like like and they won like 14-3.
The pepper grinder thing is might be my favorite baseball story. Right?
I didn't realize like the pepper grinder. It's a celebration. 2, did you know in like the middle of the in September there's a video of Lars Nootbaar with an actual fucking like Olive Garden pepper grinder on the bench.
Seriously?
Like grabbed it and like went over the railing and went like he's so good. And he's also like, it helps that he's making like diving catches and getting hype as shit. Like,
you just know he's sitting there like, yeah, it's a pepper grinder.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. It's big pepper. It's big peppers.
Right.
Big pepper grinder.
You're right.
I mean, but he actually had a pepper grinder, so it helps.
Yeah. Like, you had to. Because you can't just do that celebration and be like, no, it's for pepper, I promise. Like, come on now.
Like,
you're not fooling me. It's not. You're not fooling any of us.
Lars. Also, I loved your reaction to when I told you his middle name was Tetsuji.
I didn't realize he was actually that Japanese.
His I think his mom is Japanese.
Yeah, I didn't because it just seems weird to me that Lars Nootbaar is playing.
Yeah, his name is Lars Taylor Tetsuji Nootbaar. Like,
you learn something new. Hey, Nathan, learn something new every day.
Dude, it's amazing.
I'm excited to actually watch one of these games. I haven't had a chance because there's no way in hell I'm waking up for a 6 a.m.
Don't
game.
worry, Japan's gonna get through. You gotta be able to watch.
Yeah,
here.
That's not an issue. Okay. They're 2-0, right? They're already pretty much locked in.
Yeah, they're 2-0.
Canada starts Sunday.
They play. Yeah, Canada starts Sunday against Great Britain. They should win that game.
Japan's already gonna be done.
Yeah.
By the time we start our tournament.
Mm-hmm. because they were
Back
trying to like
asswards.
spread out the pools. They're trying to spread out the pools because then like
so the time zones don't
like the Taiwan and everybody that's in Taiwan and Japan have to like come over here. Yeah. So
it's just another.
I mean, we also need to talk about the legend that is the Czech Republic national team. They beat China yesterday.
Yeah, but China sucks.
I'm
pretty sure they had the worst odds to win.
They got beat by high school teachers, man.
Yeah, they're dedicated.
It's great.
They're a tight-knit group.
Like
they play together all year long. So that's
it's a tight-knit group in Eric Soger.
Shit guy.
Bro, but they're hitting like bombs, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Great. Respect to the Czech Republic.
Yeah. Also, I just wanted to point out, like, you know, Cuba. They're a great baseball country. The amount of players that aren't on the Cuban team, that are Cuban born, that aren't on the Cuban team because of reasons that
political reasons.
Nestor Cortez, Aroldis Chapman, Raisa Iglesias, Yohan Lopez, Adrian Morejon, Yasmani Grandal, Jose Abreu, Yuli Gurriel, Yandy Diaz, Jose Iglesias, Aledmus Diaz, Yordan Alvarez, Adolis Garcia, Randy Rosarena, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Guillermo Heredia, Yadiel Hernandez, Jorge Soler.
That list got way better as you went along. You're like, it started hot, and then I'm like, okay. And then your next name was Aroldis Chapman. I'm like, oh, we're fine. They can stay home.
And then it just kept
and then it came back to All-Stars. I'm like, oh. Okay.
And then when Yordan.
Yeah.
Yasmani Grandal, like.
That sucks, man.
But yeah, now, and the only people that anybody in the MLB would know is Yohan Moncada, Luis Robert, and Yoenis Cespedes.
Who made it? Not an error. Did they call it an error?
No, it was a full-out error. Like, it was a catchable ball. Like, but like, just having half of those guys on that team,
it would make them way better.
Yeah. Also, I think apparently, like, I found this out while watching one of the Cuba games. Yuli Gurriel is like tied for like 4th all time in most RBIs in like WBC, not in a single WBC, but like just in like because
interesting.
He did play for in the Cuba WBC and like before he came over.
Did he defect during the tournament?
No, he defected after.
Okay.
He came over like pretty late in his life. Like he's 38.
Because I know they have issues with people that defect during the tournament.
I mean, yeah, Yuli Gurriel also now Marlin.
Yeah,
let's bring that up quickly
on a non-roster deal or something like that.
Yeah, like oh, that looks weird. Raimel Tapia in a Red Sox.
Raimel's been raking, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't really care. He can do whatever he wants over there.
She just loves to dance. Yeah, he's got to remember this is Florida. This isn't Boston.
Yeah, not worried.
Yeah,
Zach Thompson
at all.
Yeah. Is there any other WBC things that we wanted to talk about other than how bad our team is?
Let's see. I mean, if I can get on my soapbox about Mark DeRosa and Tim Anderson.
Mark DeRosa isn't leading off Trey Turner.
That's weird. Okay.
You not find that weird?
Didn't even know that. That's also weird. But do you remember the Tim Anderson bat flip?
Yes.
Against the Royals that coincidentally happened on my birthday. It's great. So the next day on MLB Network, Mark DeRosa, like most people had, like some people had a problem. Mark DeRosa got on a literal soapbox to say that, oh yeah, I'm Tim Anderson. You know, it's just customary that Tim Anderson, if you do that, you're gonna get hit, and you better accept it. Like he was very against it. And then in an interview with The Athletic, it comes out now that Anderson and DeRosa had like a conversation. That was a very close play.
Yeah,
and Mark DeRosa was like, I'm going to need the bat flip. And Tim Anderson's like, you're going to get it. I'm like, all right. No, Mark. You can't get on a literal soapbox.
Yeah.
And say, don't do this. But no, it's okay here now when you're my player. Also, if we're being honest here, Ken Griffey Jr. is on that coaching staff. Why is he not the manager?
I think D-Rose a more likable guy in baseball. No, USA Baseball. They love him. They love Mark D-Rose.
Mark DeRosa has the face of a
He's such a likable dude, though, man. You not remember him with Mooney?
MLB Network has genuinely tainted my image of Mark DeRosa.
Yeah, like they love him in USA Baseball, so I get it. Ken Griffey Jr. is kind of like as cool as he was as a baseball player, kind of a boring adult. Like,
I mean,
he's just a dude.
You're allowed to be a dude.
He's a smarter baseball player than Mark DeRosa ever was, I would say. You know what? I don't even know if I'd say that. The one thing with like super talented baseball players is that they're not always the smartest baseball player in the room or any athlete. Like Wayne Gretzky was one of the worst coaches in NHL history. The guys that are that good don't always need to be the smartest player because they're just that good. Ken Griffey was just naturally gifted, so it kind of helped. Mark DeRosa wasn't naturally phenomenal. He had to be a smart baseball player. He had to know what to do when. He had to know how to play different positions, stuff like that. And he was in the meetings every day, and he was talking every day and grinding every single day. Griffey didn't have to grind every single day. He might have. I wasn't there. I couldn't tell you. But it's not always the most talented guys that end up being the better option for the manager.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't really matter. It's the WBC. I'm sure Griffey probably didn't want the job. I'm sure he just wanted to come hang out.
Also, but, speaking of coaching staff, did you know Larry Walker is the first base coach for Team Canada?
He was there last time too, I think. No,
I did not remember that.
I think he was. He was not a part of it, but he was in a lot of the videos of that brawl with Mexico.
I forgot about that.
Someone threw some shit at him too. I remember that.
I really did forget about that Mexico brawl.
Oh, I lived for that one. That was great.
Yeah.
It was so fun. I think Canada might have a very slight chance of getting out of the pool.
They'll get through, I think. I think it's between them and Mexico is who gets out.
Yeah. And like Panama isn't great.
Panama. Shout out Van Halen.
Great Britain isn't great.
No.
So like if you beat Mexico, you're in.
No, Panama's not in the group. Panama's
is it not? I thought it was Panama. Who the hell's the other one in there? It's another country.
It's another
I thought it was Panama.
Right, of course, it's another country.
Yeah, that was a really dumb statement.
It's qualifiers. Okay, so it's USA, Mexico, Colombia, Canada, and Great Britain.
What does the Colombia roster look like?
That's a great question.
Can you name me a Colombian MLB player off?
I feel like I could if I Colombia.
Cesar Hernandez? No.
Maybe. Wait, no. Adrian Almeida, no. Danis Correa, Nabil Crismat. I know he was on the Padres, but that's about it. Julio Teheran.
Oh, okay.
Jorge Alfaro.
Oh, okay.
Dilson Herrera, Oscar Mercado, Harold Ramirez.
Okay.
You just shook your head at Jose Ramirez.
I was thinking of Harold Reynolds for a second, and I'm like, what? Not Harold Reynolds. Not Harold Reynolds.
Harold busting out of the box.
Yeah, no, that's not wrong team. I don't know. We got a chance.
Yeah, we do. I mean,
not a good chance.
Give Damiano Palmigiani and Desan Brown more playing.
Damiano
Palmigiani.
If
we need
I don't. He's not good enough to make merch yet.
Yet. If Canada wins the WBC, Damiano Palmigiani merch will. It's a crab.
It's gonna be two hands in his name.
Damiano. It's got to be in cursive. Because the way you say Damiano Palmigiani is you can't say
a little flair to it.
I hate the way that they've been saying it. Damiano Palmigiani.
That's probably it. Might be the actual pronunciation.
No, it's Damiano Palmigiani.
Damiano Palmigiani.
There's like a Y in there somewhere. Parmesan.
Damiano
Parmigiani.
Parmigiani. We stand the guy that we can't pronounce in this house.
Yeah, we stand Damiano Parmigiani in this house.
Nothing else in the WBC, right?
No, not that I could.
Because I forgot that we have a team that we can trash.
Do we?
Just a wee bit.
I mean, there's baseball. We have like
a wee bit.
You remember how we did that the pitch clock thing, and
yes.
We said that we couldn't figure out the times for it. Well, we figured it out according to Jeff.F. Because you remember when Jeff Passan got hacked by that like NFT thing?
Oh yeah.
It's the 1 year anniversary, so he has the image of the NFT.
That's funny.
He renamed the plan. So, spring training 2022 versus 2023. The time of the games in spring training last year was 3 hours and 1 minute on average.
Mhm.
This year, it's average of 2 hours and 36 minutes.
Mhm.
The runs per game in 2022 was 10.6. This
Mhm.
year, it's 11.
Mhm.
Stolen base attempts 1.6 in 2022, 2.4 this year. BABIP on ground balls 235 last year, 258 this year. Strikeout rate 23.9 last year, 23.1 this year.
Baseball stock
To the moon.
is going up.
Going up.
More runs in less time.
Yeah, and you know who's that BABIP is benefiting so well? Your 2023 AL MVP, Corey Seager.
Oh no. I was gonna say the man who's in second in Blue Jays hits right now, Kevin Biggio. Because Biggio over everyone.
All right, everybody.
3 weeks left. Use your promo code, by the way.
Yeah,
promo code baseball is back. 3 weeks left.
Kevin over everyone t-shirts.
Kevin over everyone. What were we talking about? Oh, baseball stock is up.
Baseball stock is
Buy
up.
in now while you can before it peaks.
Yep. And now
baseball's back.
And now we can trash on a team.
Yes. The Yankees have lost everyone.
Yeah. Starts with Carlos Rodon, who
Big dog
has a forearm strain.
Right.
Will miss the start of the season.
The muscle that sounds like a dinosaur, according to Cashman, I think it was. He went on an interview and he said, "Yeah, he's got a strain in the muscle. It's the muscle that sounds like a dinosaur. It's the brachioradialis, is what it is."
Jesus, the fact that you remember that. Also, can I just Zach Britton, the guy that's hitting for us right now in the Blue Jays game?
Yes, not Zach Britton, the guy that didn't play in the 2016 wildcard game.
Have you seen his face?
Not a good look.
I put out a tweet and says he looks like Austin Meadows, but swings like Jesse Winker. Like,
isn't he like 6 foot something?
I think he's
a big unit. I think
a big unit. But yeah, okay, never mind. Sorry, Yankees suck.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see.
But yeah, Yankees. Carlos Rodon, forearm strain. Forearm strain is like 3 degrees of separation away from Tommy John.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's not.
We don't wish injury or or as
none
the
of the
podcast
things
says, bad tacos. We don't wish bad tacos upon anybody.
None of the things I will say about the Yankees have anything to do with the players on that team, because they are likable dudes for some part.
Mm-hmm.
I love Carlos Rodon. I wish that man happiness and health for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
I am not, however, disappointed that the main reason that everyone keeps thinking the Yankees are now the best team in baseball is doing exactly what he's done almost every single season.
It's injury.
Yes. He's played 1 full season. It was last year, and I think he missed a start or 2 last year.
Yeah. And then there was also Tommy Kahnle starting the year on the IL. Lou Trevino, who they got. Lou Trevino, who that trade with the A's is looking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it looks and Frankie Montas wasn't fully healthy when they traded for him. Like, and never recovered and will not play for the Yankees this year. Everybody hurts. And now it's also come out, I think yesterday, oblique strain for Harrison Bader.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to laugh because I do love Bader and I really like Rodon and like Lou Trevino's a guy. The only reason I laugh is because when Vlad went down, I was like, well, yeah, he's fat and can't wait till Alek Manoah goes down because he's fat too. And the Blue Jays have a bunch of fat guys. And the fat guys are going to get hurt. The fat guy this and fat guy that.
Well, yeah.
It's great that your muscle man team on the New York Yankees.
Your peak bill of health team.
Peak bill, elite conditioned Yankees are staying so healthy.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing you don't have any fat guys.
40% of your rotation is already injured.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even the regular season.
They must be fat.
Right.
Mm,
Hmm.
makes me so happy.
Your starting center fielder must be fat.
Nobody deserves this the way Yankees fans deserve this.
Not the players, the fans.
Not the players. I feel bad for every single one of them.
Yankees fans.
I wish them all a clean bill of health for the rest of their lives.
I also, yeah.
However, nobody deserves this the way Yankees fans deserve this.
Mm-hmm. And one of the pitchers that hasn't gotten injured yet is their most injury-prone pitcher, Luis Severino.
Sevy's still
like
Nestor was dealing with shit.
Mm-hmm. Now you're gonna rely on Clark Schmidt and Domingo Herman. Like,
we shouldn't be laughing.
I know we shouldn't be because we
shouldn't be laughing.
But like, oh my god,
we shouldn't be laughing. It's not.
Hey,
it's not
no,
funny.
man,
it's not funny.
No,
Injuries aren't funny.
They're supposed to be the best team in baseball. Just look at the
injuries
Pagoda.
aren't funny.
Just look at the Pagoda.
Look at every fucking project. Every over under has them as the best team in baseball.
I think they have the Rays at like 87. They have us at 89. Like
the Yankees over under set at was set at like 97.5. The Dodgers was like 96.5. I'm like, are you kidding me? Either.
What was the Astros?
96, 95, something like that. They're below the Yankees.
No world where the Astros should be below the Yankees.
Well, they got Rodon.
Yeah, man.
That was their big move. Because they got Rodon. They also got worse, but we're not going to talk about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you see the vote or poll, whatever you want to call it? That I think the CP tweeted it out.
Oh, that the Blue Jays at the 5th least annoying fan base. I'm just gonna say this right now.
We're so nice.
Fucking cap. We're
so nice. We're such nice people.
Sometimes
we're such nice people.
We're so annoying sometimes, man.
Such nice people. All of us. Every single person.
Did you see
in Blue Jays Nation
poll or just the thing with the Blue Jays?
I saw that the Yankees were number 1 because that makes perfect sense.
That makes perfect sense.
The Red Sox the Yankees were number 1 for most annoying and I forget the other. It was like worst, not worst, but like worst people. Essentially, it was what
I guess
I could generalize it as. So they were number 1 for both. The Red Sox were number 2 for most annoying and number 3 for worst people. I didn't see the rest though. I would assume worst people number 2 might be the Phillies.
Who voted for the Blue Jays that made them 5th least, not least annoying? Because if it was that biased, who did
it is a poll done by Canadian press. So I would love to know where the voting came from. I can't imagine the CP walking around to 30 different MLB stadiums and being like, hey, who do you think is the worst? I just can't imagine it.
Let's see.
I mean, they did get the top right for sure. For sure. We're just not as we're just great people. Sorry.
Okay, we were 5th least annoying and 11th best behaved.
Best behaved, that's it.
Okay.
Worst behaved is number.
Apparently, okay, so the survey was of 1,000 American fans.
Oh, really?
It was American fans. Was commissioned by Crestline and conducted over 2 days in December.
Okay.
Respondents ranged in the age from 18 to 76.
Okay.
26% were female and the rest were male. So, wow. Okay.
I'm way more on board with this survey now. We're the nicest people on earth.
The Houston Astros' Jose Altuve was named baseball's most annoying player.
I get it.
And despite retiring on October 3rd, White Sox manager Tony La Russa was
named
most annoying manager.
I get it.
Yeah, okay. All right. I like it now.
I believe it. We are great people. All of us. Yeah. Congratulations, Blue Jays fans. We are the 5th best people
Big pats.
in baseball.
Big pats on the back. Big pats on the back, guys.
Does it say who was the least annoying? I never saw that.
Couldn't really find it because MLB. Wait, shit.
You said Crestline? How do you spell that?
It was press. MLB fan base. It was. I think it's C. It's Crest. It's how you think it's called.
CREST.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 word, 2 words.
1 word.
Okay. Crestline, most annoying baseball fans. See if we can find it. Oh, Crestline custom promotional. That would make sense, right?
Maybe.
I haven't even heard of this. Key findings. Okay, here we go. Most annoying Number 30. No way.
The most annoying or least annoying?
The least annoying fans in baseball.
The Pittsburgh Pirates.
No. You'd think, right? I fucking love Pirates. They're more annoying than us, apparently. That's a load of shit.
The Oakland A's?
No. Surprisingly, this team got 30th for most annoying and least annoying. And best. So they're the best behaved team and the least annoying fan base.
Are the Orioles?
No, come on.
Okay.
But they got third. They got third.
Third least?
Third least annoying.
They didn't exist before. No one fucking.
They don't have fans. You're right. It's tough to be annoying when you don't exist.
Is that the Diamondbacks?
It is not. It's an AL team. It's an AL team.
Okay. Is it the Astros?
It's not the Astros. Come on.
Mariners?
It is the Mariners.
Oh, fuck off!
The Seattle Mariners.
Mariners fans.
No, they're so annoying. I would put the Pirates as the
yeah, the least annoying. Who's the top 5? Like Yankees, Red Sox.
It is Yankees, Red Sox, Astros, Phillies. Dodgers, Phillies.
Okay, that I guess makes a little bit of sense.
I was right on the worst behaved. It goes Yankees, Phillies, Red Sox.
Oh, Philly. It makes sense. Yeah, Philly. Yeah. Philly fans are fucking maniac.
Yeah, they are nuts. Dodgers, Astros. The 5 doesn't change. It just changes order. 6 stays consistent. It's the Cubs.
Oh.
Weird. In terms of annoying, the top 10 rounds out as Cardinals, Braves, Mets, White Sox. Okay. And then on worst behaved, it rounds out as Mets, White Sox, Braves, Cardinals.
Hey. White Sox fans are beautiful people. I say this as I am a White Sox fan.
The bottom 5. So 30th was the Mariners. Then it goes Royals, Orioles, Rockies, us. It's funny. The bottom is just like forgettable teams and then us.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I include the Mariners in forgettable teams.
We are technically forgettable because we're in Canada.
Yeah, I think that's why I worded that low. However, we did jump up quite a bit. I think we have the worst. Oh, no, the Pirates, too. In terms of, that's a load of shit. Worst behaved?
The Pirates or what?
Pirates are 12th. 21st, most annoying. 12th, worst behaved. I don't believe that. They were great people. There was one guy that was an idiot, but the rest of them were phenomenal people. Most annoying players, they only did top 10. Mm-hmm. How many names on it do you think you can get?
I could think of 5.
Okay. Do it.
Wait, does Trevor Bauer count?
Trevor Bauer counts.
Okay, so Trevor Bauer.
Trevor Bauer is number 7.
Okay, Jose Altuve was number 1.
Jose Altuve is obviously number 1. Number 2 is hilarious.
Jazz Chisholm?
No. Jazz Chisholm is not on the list.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladdy is not on the list.
Okay.
Number 8 is also hilarious.
Julio Rodriguez?
J-Rod is not on the list.
Garrett Cole.
Go more basic. Garrett Cole would be a great one, but no, he's not on the list.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge is number 4.
Okay. Mike Trout.
Mike Trout is number 8.
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani is not on the list.
Okay, all right.
We're just turning into the best players in baseball.
Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts is not on the list.
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper's number 2.
They still hate him from Washington.
Yeah, crazy.
Let's see. Is there any pitchers?
There, other than Trevor Bauer, there are no pitchers.
Okay. Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna is not on the list.
Okay, all right.
There's another junior on there.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr.?
No, come on now.
Hey, you never know. Who else is a fucking junior in baseball? There's Bobby Witt.
Oh no. And NL West.
NL West Jr. Oh my God! Fernando Tatis.
Fernando Tatis is on the list.
Is Manny Machado on there?
Manny Machado is number 3.
Manny Machado's not the 3rd most annoying player in baseball.
Some people hate him.
I know.
Like hate him.
Yeah. How many have I gotten?
I think you're at 8.
I'm missing.
You're missing 1, 2.
I said
3.
Judge, Machado, Altuve, Harper, Bauer. I think I said
Trout.
Tatis. Trout and Tatis.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're missing 3.
I'm missing 3.
All of them are AL teams.
Okay. Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman is number 6.
Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa is number 5.
George Springer.
George Springer's not on the list.
Okay.
We didn't have a single Blue Jay.
That's good. Okay. So I need one more.
We have a former Blue Jay in the 10 spot.
Oh, why was this not the first thought that I had?
I don't know.
Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson is in the 10 spot.
Okay. All right.
Honestly, when you look at the list, I'm like, yeah. I get it. I get it. I don't really get Trout.
Yeah, what?
I don't know what Trout did to be annoying other than the fact that he cooks your team.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge isn't annoying. I think Aaron Judge is a really nice guy.
That's why I said Ohtani, because I thought they were going with he's just annoying to talk about.
Yeah.
Like
Bryce Harper is a weird one.
Bryce Harper. I think people still hate Bryce Harper because he looked like a douchebag in Washington.
He still kind of does, but
he does.
But he backs it up, and I love every part of it.
I feel like if Chris Bryant wasn't in Colorado, he would be on that list.
Maybe, yeah.
Like he would be in the top 15 at least.
Altuve, I understand fully. Machado, I understand. Correa and Bregman, no shit. I'm shocked that George Springer didn't make the list, actually.
I'm shocked too, just because Astros ties. Like,
yeah. Trevor Bauers makes sense. Fernando Tatis
makes sense, I guess.
He's getting annoying, so yes. And then Josh Donaldson is just a rat.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
The Brad Marchand of baseball.
Yeah, basically. The managers in order went La Russa. Oh, take a guess at it. Number 2.
Number 2.
It's not hard.
Aaron Boone?
It is Aaron Boone.
Okay. It's Alex Cora?
It is Alex Cora, number 3.
Dave Roberts.
Number 4 sucks. Dave Roberts is 6.
Okay, number 4.
Number 4,
like
it should not. He should not be number 4. It's a joke.
Scott Service?
Dusty Baker.
Oh, piss off!
Yeah, exactly.
Don't hate Dusty because he wins. Finally.
5 isn't even the manager of the team anymore.
Is it Charlie Montoyo?
No. It's Joe Girardi.
I was gonna say Joe Madden.
Number 7 is also the manager, not the manager anymore. It's Joe Madden. Number 8 doesn't really make sense either. It's Buck Showalter.
I guess.
Number 9 also doesn't make sense. It's Gabe Kapler.
I think people just hate Gabe Kapler because he looks like
he's hot.
Because he's a supermodel.
Yeah. And then number 10 isn't even a manager either. I don't even think he was last year. It's Don Mattingly.
No, he was a manager of the Marlins last year.
Was he?
Yeah.
I thought he was off last year.
No, he was a manager of the Marlins last year.
Okay. So yeah, that's the rankings.
So technically we do have a Blue Jay in there at some point.
Yeah. On the manager list, technically.
On the manager list, technically.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was trivia time. I'm actually proud of myself. I got fucking all
You did really well.
Like,
and you nailed the top 3
in the
most annoying managers. So that's pretty good. Number 2 and number 3 should be 1 and 2.
Yeah. Like La Russa, I think people just don't like La Russa because
he did active managers. They would be number 1 and 2. La Russa, I understand. He was annoying. So yeah, that's.
I mean, James
that's
Paxton
it
already got it. I mean, there's a couple other things we still need to talk.
Yeah,
about.
no, we can keep going.
Joey Gallo still is getting the shift.
I'm so here for that shift. Offensively, I'm so here for that shift
because of So it was a Red Sox versus Twins game.
Yep.
And the left fielder went to go play basically the second base spot.
Pretty much.
Then left the entire left side of the fucking outfield completely open.
They talked about it. I don't. It was Talking Baseball. They talked about it, and when they mentioned it, I fully understand, and it only makes sense to do it in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't really need a left fielder in Boston. That's what that big ass wall is for. Mm-hmm. So if they hit it the other way, you are probably not scoring. Like you might hit a triple. You're definitely not hitting it inside the park home run because it's like 150 feet from home.
Yeah.
The third baseman could probably run out there and get it before you reach second.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense. And Boston's the only team that tried it so far.
Yeah, and I don't think many people will because
it just does. For the exact reason that I kind of touched on there is if you're Kevin Biggio and they just pull that stupid shift and you hit a little excuse me swing over the third baseman's head that just rolls to the wall.
Damn near a triple.
That's a home run.
It's a home run.
With Cavs speed, if you hit it into that corner where the guy has to come from center field to try and reach the corner, you're not getting that before he rounds the bases. It's not that far. It's a dumb defensive shift, especially if there's someone on. That's an easy run if you just poke it over the third baseman's head.
Yeah.
Easy. So yeah, I can't imagine that being a thing in baseball this
year. James Paxton already injured.
Naturally. Baseball's back.
Yep. Grade 1 hammy.
Baseball's back.
Baseball's back.
Mike Soroka's also hurt, isn't he?
Yeah, he pulled his hammy too, I think.
That sucks.
Mike Clevenger gets no punishment.
That's also stupid. I don't really have much to say on it. It's just dumb. I don't really understand how they came to that conclusion. Moving on.
Yeah, and the final two things we kind of mentioned already. One of them, Yuli Gurriel going to Miami.
Possibly.
The Miami Midlands.
Is it like possibly he's going to Miami? Because he signed the deal, but it's like a minor league deal.
Like,
it's weird. I don't really understand that one. I haven't looked at this list.
And the last one is Mike Moustakas going to the Colorado Rockies. Mid. This is.
Oh.
The fact that we somehow got an hour out of their show or more.
We got a lot out of this. It's an hour and a half, give or take. And the Blue Jays did nothing.
Yeah.
It's 2-0.
Is it? Oh, yeah. I did see they hit a couple peppered a couple balls off the wall. But...
Nathan Lucas back at the plate. Nathan Lucas, noted leadoff hitter today.
Oh, well,
there isn't this. I don't think there's a major leaguer in the lineup today. That's awful.
Yeah. And Boston does have some major leaguers.
Undefeated Boston Red Sox, if I'm not mistaken.
Are you serious? No way.
I could be wrong, but they were not that long ago. They had a tie. I know that. Boozer. Is Carlos Boozer making the move over to baseball?
Oh my God.
Still undefeated?
They're undefeated.
Yep.
With 2 ties? 3 ties?
Spring training means everything.
Yeah, they have 3 ties. Undefeated with 3 ties.
Spring training is the most important thing in baseball history.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, Nate Pearson walks a guy, in which case spring training does not matter.
Nothing.
It's all about the radar gun.
It's like the Calder Cup. The Calder Cup means nothing.
Calder Cup doesn't mean anything.
Nope.
All right. I think we've run out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
I guess I could look at the screen for this. As always, thank you for listening. We still have merch. It's still 20% off with the promo code baseball is back. Connor has his sweater there. You can get our merch. You can help support the show. Share us around. I may be doing a giveaway this week. Some interesting stuff for people that buy it. We have lots of stuff.
And also, do you want to make the announcement of what we're trying to plan to do during the season in the summer?
I don't remember what it was, so we'll announce it next week.
Okay, all right. I'll talk about it once we get off.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, merch is in the link down in the description. So are all our socials. You can follow us on there. We'll be putting content out here and there and doing our thing. Yeah, thanks for listening. We appreciate all your support. It's been a ride. Go Blue Jays. We're getting there. 3 more weeks.
Right. What's the opening date? 28th?
3 more weeks. 28th.
Also, are you going to the April 24th game?
Which one is that?
Jano Romano bobblehead.
I'm absolutely going. I've got tickets to every game in April and May, so I'm absolutely going.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
I bought the package.
That's my birthday gift for those tickets today.
Oh.
So.
That's all right. Yeah, no, I've got all sorts of tickets available. Yeah. So yeah, if anyone's going, you'll find me there for April and May.
I will be. Since they're playing the White Sox in that day, I will not be in my White Sox jersey with my Cabin Over Everyone t-shirt.
You don't have to go see Connor because he'll be wearing.
No, you can
the wrong uniform.
I will.
You can
Fine, I'll bring
find me
both.
there. You can find me there, probably in one of the bars.
Probably. Or the Schneider's deck.
Hey, the Schneider's Lounge. What the fuck is it called this year? Schneider's Porch. I think it's the porch.
Schneider's long. Schneider Porch or whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll spend a lot of time with Schneider's Porch.
So the Blue Jays. Okay, so we're saying this now. The Blue Jays are up 2-0.
Yes.
And
Hatch.
Thomas Hatch is pitching. So GG. We lost.
Yep. That's okay.
Right.
I don't remember what I was saying. Merch is in the description below. Sosa's in the description below. Baseball's coming in 3 weeks. Team Canada sucks. Go Blue Jays. Their jerseys. The team is meh. The jerseys are the fucking worst.
Bag of poutine.
Get your magnifying glasses out. Team Canada starts Sunday, 3:00. Be there or be circle.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.